Sure. Let's put in Mike Rowe. He's the CEO of Mike Rowe Works Foundation. Mike, who's in? Who's out? How long until AI comes for my job?
I think you're pretty safe for the time being. You know, ratings appear to be up. Everybody loves you. But I don't have a crystal ball. And I will say in general, it's kind of rich. You know, this foundation I've been running for 17 years, we've been hearing for a long time that the robots and the tech combined are coming to massively disrupt the blue-collar side of the equation. It appears to be opposite, Bill. Right now, at least from what I've seen and heard at this energy summit where I just left in Pittsburgh, there's an extraordinary feeling that the most vulnerable at the moment are writers and coders and people in the white-collar side of things. That's going to be the most vulnerable cohort to the AI. It's not coming for welders. It's not coming for that guy. What that guy's doing right now on the screen is just way beyond the sophistication of any robots that are on the horizon. It's not to say that they're not coming. They probably are. But at the moment, I think the big headline is, I sat in a room, the president was there, CEOs from companies all over the country were there. They pledged $92 billion in the room to reinvigorate the trades and try and make a more persuasive case for these kinds of opportunities. So in terms of security, right now, I'd bet on blue.
Yeah, I mean, tell me if I'm getting this wrong, but it sounds to me like your argument is that if your body, your physical presence is absolutely required to do your job, it's not coming for you anytime soon. AI is replacing human brain functions first and foremost. You know, you can do some of these medical surgeries now with a device. It requires a controlling human hand.
I think so. And look, that's not my main argument, but that's a tertiary point that I wouldn't disagree with. My main argument is that as we look around at the future and try and gear up for the construction of data centers, which are really just AI factories, we have a tremendous need for skilled workers. And the idea of creating jobs, you know, it's very celebratory. But the fact is, I'm rooting for the president. If he succeeds in these onshoring efforts, if he reindustrializes our manufacturing base, he's going to create a couple million new jobs. That's awesome. But we have 500,000 open jobs in manufacturing right now that we can't fill. And we have 7.6 million jobs in general that are open. So we have to insert into the conversation this idea that creating enthusiasm for the openings that we have is no less important than creating the jobs themselves.
Mike, thanks so much for taking time with us on this Friday. Great to talk to you. Great perspective as always.
Thanks, Jillian. Have a great one.
Talk to you soon.